Good evening, guys. Let's start with the analysis for Bank Nifty and Nifty. As we can see in a 5-minute chart, the price is still not broken the monthly pivot, which is very crucial for it to go above in the day chart to get the bullish movement. Now, after 2 weeks of falling below the weekly pivot, which is this line, this pink line, okay, it is still struggling, okay, to go ahead and cross the monthly pivot. So it is taking support here at the weekly pivot and then trying to go up. Now, what could be the possible scenario for tomorrow? So I have drawn few levels over here, which are purely based on price action. Okay. Now, why are these levels so important? Let's have an understanding of it. Now, if you go to see, what are they doing is they're playing within this range. So if I make it a 30-minute chart, you will understand much better. If you see from 9th of January or maybe from 5th of January, they have broken this range, support, resistance, support, resistance, support, resistance. So 42,700 becomes a very, very important level. And then the best support is on 41,879. If there is a fall, it can come here, take support. And if this is broken, then they'll take support here. And we have very less days left for expiry. The reason is 26th is a Republic Day and which is falling on Thursday. So we have only 3 days left for expiry. So in 3 days, either they come down and go up or they break these two levels and then go towards the monthly pivot. Now monthly pivot is here 42,900. But looking at the price action, I've given a level of 4,300 because if they go up, which is easy for Bank Nifty, just 450 or 500 points, easy for them to go up here and then fall down. So be very careful about these levels. I have mentioned that in the Excel sheet over here. So you can have a look. If you need access, join the WhatsApp group and you'll get the link to this. The link is also mentioned in the description. So that's about Bank Nifty. The CPR is also very narrow for Monday. So please ensure that whenever you take entry, remember there will be wild moves that will come. Like if you see on Friday, they made a very good bullish movement, and that was a very big movement because of the narrow CPR around 346 points. And then they did not let it go down. They sustained the level. Okay, so this is very crucial level for them to support because if this breaks, then they have only falling down. And when they fall down, this 42,276 is the weekly pivot, which they will not let it go. So if somebody had understood this, that they were taking good support here, that's why they came up. Now, if they cannot break this level, they will come down again, take support here. So ensure these levels are marked to understand what price will do. Do not blindly go on OI. These levels are very critical for Bank Nifty. Let's look at Nifty. First, we will not see the price levels. We will first see the monthly pivot and weekly pivot. So now, if you see in a 15-minute chart, they also came down for 2 weeks from the weekly pivot. And now they are trying to stay above the weekly pivot, but monthly pivot is a resistance. So what could be the levels important here is first the weekly pivot, which is 17,956. Second is the extreme support they take, that is 17,812. And monthly pivot is definitely going to be resistance because it has taken resistance over here, see, once and twice. Though this line was not a monthly pivot for the month of December, but this became a resistance. So they're following this line very importantly. Be very careful when price reaches this level. OI can fluctuate easily. So again, we have a narrow CPR. So price can go up, but if I see the range of from the pivot, it's easy for a 200 point to reach the monthly pivot. And if I look down from the monthly pivot, 200 points will easily come somewhere here, which is very near to the last support 17,800. So 200 point, 150 point is a range that Nifty follows. Any direction is possible. It all depends. But now one very interesting observation that has come. If we see the 1 hour RSI, it's come to 35, which is not healthy at all. But normally the RSI has taken support at 24. So if there is a fall, I'm sure they'll take support here and then rise back. So they won't let this support get broken, which is 17,955 in Nifty. Let's go for our swing calls. This is my scanner. The swing calls that I have, first one is Coal India, Petronet, and third is 𝗺𝗱. We'll start with 𝗺𝗱. Now 𝗺𝗱 has broken its bearish trend and the RSI is also above 50. So it's a good move. All we need to see is that if the weekly RSI will fall there or not. Yes, the weekly RSI is also above 50. So it's a good movement for 𝗺𝗱. Let's check another one, Petronet LNG. So broken a massive bearish trend, which was continuing for a very long time. Yeah. And if we see, this is a weekly RSI, which is above 50. And let's look at the daily RSI. Even that is above 50. So definitely a bullish zone. It is struggling right now. So this could be a zone of resistance for Petronet. If this is broken, then yeah, it will start climbing upside. But very, very long bearish trend is broken. So it is not easy for it to go directly up. There will be resistances. But I see the chart and I can tell you that this will go up very slowly. Price is also very attractive, 222. Definitely a good buy. The third one that we have is Coal India. So let's see Coal India. Now, if you see a good bearish movement is broken, why? Because after a long time, they have broken this. If you see the cups that is getting made. So they've broken this neckline, they went up, retested the level, again went up, retested the levels, and now they're going up. So they have formed their base here. If you get to average at 209, very, very attractive price. So Coal India is definitely a good one. Even if we see a weekly chart over here and try to do price action, then it's coming out of a bearish zone. If you see over here, right from here, it started at 180 and it has only taken support since then. So definitely a good entry point, and you can average it at around 209, which is a good price because this was the resistance and now they have made this as a support. Another thing I have not mentioned, but quite interesting formation has happened, which is in Wipro. So if you see, the old resistance became support. Okay, that is the first principle of price action. Now, if you look at the day chart, the consolidation mode is on. That means the moment there is a good news or maybe good PE or profit ratio coming out, definitely they're going to break out. So I'm drawing my line up to here. But when this breaks out, there will be a good move in Wipro. So keep an eye on it. That's it from my side. Thank you so much. Be profitable. Have a lovely day. Bye.